Alright, I welcome you to the fourth play test of my homespun Pantheon lore building game called Let's Be Gods. I will be your God Vegas once again, and we have our players Mosscreature and Videojames. Mosscreature has already, claimed, wants to be the new archetype, the tyrannical god. James, the other three god archetypes that remain are the Sage God, which you've already
Okay.
played, the Trickster God, or the Malevolent God.
Uh, one moment. I am getting the
Loading the PDF.
loading the PDF.
PDF is loading.
Okay.
Moss, why are you so excited to play a tyrannical god?
Because it's new, and new is good for brain juice.
New is good for brain juice. Being new is good for brain juice.
I was a sage god before.
Yeah, you played the mountain.
Yeah, I was the mountain. Tyrannical was already taken.
Mm-hmm. Which leaves the three original classes.
Trickster does sound fun, though. Especially if you're going to be tyrannical, the best way to mess with tyranny is with comedy.
Yes.
No, and that would be such an interesting combo because of it makes me think of Sheogorath and his alternate self Jiggalag. It's like order and chaos.
Okay, do you guys want to do a dual-sided? Do you want to share an
Jiggalag.
origin in that way?
It could be like this cosmic battle between the two having power.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get fucking whimsical with it. Let's launch some sound pads up in here.
You gotta come up with names and junk now.
Yeah. I'll do a pretty decent opening monologue describing this fresh new world as I load up the soundscape. All right. We find your origins in a strange, unfamiliar, but oddly strange and whimsical world. A strange and whimsical world. You two beings come into existence not solely from the awakening of sentient beings in this world, but more because you once were one entity that split in twain, trying to pass through a distant veil. A veil between realities, and by passing through this veil between realities into a second one, you were split in two. This is a world populated with lush green forests, dense jungles, high mountains, and fantastical creatures that lurk in the deepest seas, fly the highest points in the sky, and crawl upon the ground. This is a world beyond the looking glass. This is a world teeming with energy, teeming with life, teeming with magic, teeming with a kind of whimsy that only comes to those in intense drug use, or perhaps by following a white rabbit. This is a crazy, fantastical world. And at its very edges springs a garden of enormous flowers that somehow begin to think, begin to feel, begin to socialize with each other. This is a world where lizards are banding together. Lizards are learning to barter, and the lizards are learning to live. This is a world where in the deepest, blackest jungles, there are groups of mycelium and fungus and bacterium that are forming symbiosis in the strangest possible way. This is a topsy-turvy, whimsical, wonderful world. And you are gods, or this world's equivalent. You can see the very fabric of reality that this world presents, and you find that you're able to mend it, flex it, bend it, squash it, squish it, destroy it, recreate it, with the simple thought. But what is a thought? You think, therefore, you simply must be. But if you simply must be you. And to be you must know thyself. Do either of you have your name?
Halfway there.
Halfway there?
Yeah,
Halfway.
I've got things spinning together.
Well, the great thing about improv is you make a decision and you stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a name. Are we going with the dual backgrounds thing?
Like it, yeah.
Would you guys like to do two archetypes?
I was just going to go with one because I haven't put that much thought into it.
Okay.
So I need to get the creative juices flowing.
In terms of nebulously, you once were potentially one being in another dimension, but coming to this one has split you in two. But yeah, do you want to just do the singular archetype of trickster god?
I think so. I think that it works with one half is tyrannical and the other half is playful.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense for this kind of world.
yeah. So the name that I have is Picardia, the Rascal King.
Picardia, the Rascal King.
Yep.
Okay, in what form does Picardia manifest in this fantastical world?
I think that he looks like the stereotypical like orphan child. Like he's got very cheap clothing. He's consistently dirty, has shaggy hair, but always has a massive smile on his face.
Dirty little kid.
Dirty little kid.
This is very much the pale child kind of from Unsleeping City. This is very much. I like it. You manifest as just a dirty little kid. What's their clothing? Are they wearing clothing? And if they are, what does that look like?
So he's wearing a dirty linen shirt that is just unbuttoned with several of the buttons completely missing.
Is this like this linen shirt? Could this have been in its past been a nice dress shirt, or is it a casual shirt?
Tough to tell.
Okay.
It's one of those. It looks like he is. It looks like he's been roughhousing with the kids in the cul-de-sac for like 30 years. Like that's what his clothes look like.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing like a pair of shorts that are like torn up and they're tied up with a piece of rope as opposed to a belt.
Like a dirty linen shirt, knocked around.
Completely unbuttoned, and he's wearing like a pair of sandals.
Shorts with belt rope. Nice. Does he have? Do they have all of their teeth?
He's missing one of the front teeth up top.
Yeah, one top tooth.
Shaggy hair, kind of like covers one eye, like it's just like very unkempt.
Love that. Shaggy one eye, shaggy hair covers one eye. Love that. Now you called him The Rascal.
He's wearing he's wearing a little paper crown.
Little
like
paper
made a
crown.
little cardboard crown that's like taped together or like stitched together.
Little cardboard crown. All right. And to what end does the Rascal King manifest on this plane of existence? We are beginning. So you are to declare your domain. You are a trickster god, but you can declare your domain. And you must find a prophet in order to give commandments onto. So to whom do you appear to? And we'll go from there.
So I want to say that the concept that he works with is, I'm going completely opposite of the tyrannical god thing. His domain is freedom.
Freedom domain.
Yep. The choice to do and be whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I would say that he presents himself to effectively like downtrodden people. So people who feel like they are under oppression.
The downtrodden. All right. The Rascal King manifests in a small glen before a grand fortress of orcs. Orcs are 8-foot tall, mortal beings with enormous strength. And the Rascal King has been brought to this place by the wishes and dreams of captured children. These children have, one way or another, slipped through the veil of reality and found their way here to this wild, untamed jungle, completely unaware of how to survive, and have fallen as slaves to these orcs. The Rascal King manifests themselves before this grand fortress and is spotted by grunting orcish guards that draw their weapons and aim ballistas and all sorts of trickery and rope and hempen battlements are presented to the Rascal King. What does the Rascal King do?
You guys want to play a game?
Oh, did I got it?
I got you, single word you said.
Or I got about dusty bugger.
That sounds like game time to me. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, describe the liberation.
He picks up a rock and throws it, and it basically is looking to just completely obliterate one of their embattlements with a skipping stone.
So you pick up a stone from the ground, and as you throw it, the farther it gets away from your hand, the more massive it becomes.
And it just starts skipping off of the earth as it's going, just like picking up speed. Maybe get a little cartoonish with it, and it like starts like whipping up wind with it, and like a little dirt devil.
Sending the boulder, once was a stone, became a boulder, and crashes through the orc stronghold's big
12
front door.
skips. 12 skips. Can anybody beat it?
Most of the orcs are starting to run and flee, but then the Orc King stands from his throne, pulls out his grand club, points it at you, and begins to charge.
What you got there?
The orc swings.
At me? I take it?
Oh, yeah, you just swing. Well, this is your origin story. You can do whatever you want.
The bat becomes, how outlandish can I get with this? Are we staying in a fantasy realm, or can I like pull from real world?
Do what you want, man. You're a god.
The bat turns into a wiffle bat.
The bat turns
the club turns into a wiffle bat and just kind of like,
Bunk.
it's like, oh.
So it appears to be this enormous fallen tree, but as the Orc King swings it around, it literally dents like a wiffle ball bat against the Rascal King, sounding in a hollow thung, as it would if it were. But upon any inspection of it afterwards, it remains to be as thick and as sturdy as a tree would be.
Okay, my turn. Reach into my pocket.
What you got?
I pull out an actual tree. And I just say, here we go! And I smack him with the tree.
And he flies off into the sunset, turning into a little twinkle in the distance.
My God, I take off my paper crown and I put it over my heart, and it's just, what a beautiful day.
The Rascal King successfully frees the children from the Orc King, and it is there that a small society of wayward children under the leadership of the Rascal King lives out a glory period of about 50-ish years. After that point, the quote-unquote true Rascal King passes, but the spirit of the Rascal King lives on in the form of his followers and his worship. The first prophet of the Rascal King Church's name is...
That's a good question. What would you name the prophet of a trickster god? Yo-yo.
Yo-yo. And do you have a preferred title for the keepers of your law?
What would you call
my guys?
Yeah, my little dudes.
My guys.
What would you call someone who comes up with like the rules for a game? Other than like a referee or an umpire, those are enforcers.
We could do. You could call them bosses. You could call them game. You could call them game masters. You could call them big sister or big brother.
Yeah, I like that.
Big brother yo-yo, big sister yo-yo.
Yeah, big sister yo-yo. I like that.
Big sister yo-yo, the first prophet of Picardia, the Rascal King, reigns over the first age in the absence of the quote-unquote true Rascal King. But of course, the Rascal King was always a god. Far off in this same topsy-turvy, whimsical world, another god is beginning to manifest. And this tyrannical god's name is...
Iridus the Ivory Eye.
How do you want to spell that?
Iridus.
The Ivory Eye?
Yes. I have a little doodle.
You have a little doodle. Is this a three-eyed lady or a singular-eyed lady? That's a three-eyed lady right there.
Yeah,
Triclops?
But the two eyes that you would expect from a human are always closed, and it's only the third eye that's open.
It'd be so crazy to find out that that's my other eye, and that the hair and the crown are covering an empty socket.
That's actually really funny, and I think we should keep that.
Oh.
So, Iridus, the Ivory Eye, the three-eyed lady, third eye only, open, dressed in silken robes, like a sage.
Yeah, like white silken robes, no embellishments or accents on it.
Dressed in white robes, no embellishments.
And it's just got a few clasps near the top to keep it held together.
Simple. Regal. What color is their hair?
Silver.
Flowing silver hair.
Very, very elven in sleek appearance.
elven in appearance.
Your wedding ring. What was the last name?
Elven in appearance. All right. And to what kind of people does Iridus the Ivory Eye appear to? And why? I guess.
They appear to people who seek to order themselves, like think like Vulcan mastering emotions sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the domain you want to claim?
Over emotion. Yeah.
The domain, your domain is over emotion.
Yes.
Oh, your domain is emotion itself.
Yes.
Oh,
I heard the same thing that you heard, which was like
Yeah.
being overly sad,
emotional.
overly angry, overly
No.
emotional.
Goddess of emotion. So we have the Rascal King. Your domain is freedom. So we have freedom and emotion as our two domains. And to what kind of creatures does Iridus find themselves ruling over as their goddess?
They seek out people who are disordered internally and seek to create a balance within them.
You. Alright. Okay, let me think.
So think like you have a death in the family, and then all of that inner turmoil.
Yeah,
they
but I'm
come
asking
to-
what kind of. Like, what. Did you have a particular race in mind? I did children for the child god because they seemed right. But did you have
all
like
children.
a different? Did you have like a race in mind, or what's going on?
let's add elves.
You want to add elves? We can add
Yeah.
elves. Yeah.
And they, like, even if the god isn't, like, exactly an elf, they're very elf-like in appearance, and it creates this sense of kinship.
We find a race of elves, small in stature, 3 or 4 feet tall at highest. They like to wear conical hats, and they live amongst the flowers and the trees in the deep forests, right up out in the outskirts of the forests where the giant living flowers live. These are the elves that Iridus hath chosen to be their people. Iridus finds them in a sort of nomadic hunter-gatherer society, and with their wisdom, creates structure, creates a means to decipher the seasons, creates a means to plant and harvest crops, creates a means to cultivate mushrooms, creates a means to domesticate and to settle down in large communities in the woods. These are the people. These are the people of Iridus, the Ivory Eye. She's remembered in a, well, towering to them monument. It's only about 10 feet tall at its height, but it is a statue that they believe is a lifelike replica to their glorious three-eyed goddess. They believe that it is by her influence and by mastery over their own emotions that they have evolved and have taken dominion over the forest, being its sworn protectors and guardians. They call themselves
Fucking dorks.
Wanted something that tied in mushrooms. Like, Spore bearers. There we go.
Sporbers.
Sporbers.
They call themselves Sporbers.
I said bearers.
I know, but I wanted.
Yeah,
I liked
okay,
one
okay,
word.
just making sure I was
Sporbers.
understood.
They were once called spore bearers, but over hundreds of years it was shortened to the simple word sporbers. The
Okay.
deep forest call themselves sporbers. And their prophet's name, the one who seeks to commune with Iridus the Iridus the ivory eye. I mean, it kind of hits a little bit.
It does. It fucking slaps.
Their prophet, the one who seeks to gain ultimate enlightenment by following the teachings of Iridus the ivory eye. Their name is
Amanita.
And
Last
her
name,
title is...
Last name, Minute.
Amanita Minute?
I'm just getting into character.
Yeah.
And do the followers of your religion have special titles like Big Brother or Big Sister?
Ooh. Okay, I need to look up what the stages of a growing mushroom are called.
Isn't the final stage like capping? Because that's the stage where they're reproducing, is when they have caps.
No cap.
No cap.
What is it called?
Mushroom.
Yes, okay. Initiates are called buttons, and I'll go with caps.
Caps.
Yeah.
High cap.
High cap.
High cap. Amanita Minute. Amanita Minute. But yeah. Buttons. Alright. Thus concludes the setup round. It is time for our first round. Round structure. Top of the round. Everyone gets 10 faith. All players, GM inclusive, roll 1d6 per round. Players will spend their faith in order of highest to lowest score rolled. After a god performs one action, all abilities are resolved. The GM will narrate the effect on the world and move on to the next god in the order, even looping back to the top to the first god if there's still faith left to spend. But because Mosscreature is a tyrannical god, she can choose to spend some faith in order to choose the round herself. So, because you are a tyrannical god, you have the ability Divine Order. At the beginning of the round, spend 1 faith per player you wish to affect, not including yourself, but GM inclusive. And so, if you wanted to decide the turn order for all 3 of us, you would spend 2 faith at the beginning of the round before you did anything else.
Okay.
So, that would bring you to 8 faith before you're able to do anything at the start of your turn.
I think we'll just roll this turn as normal.
All right. So everybody roll a d6, and that will determine order of doing stuff for all 3 of us.
That's a 6.
That's a 2.
I got a 2.
All right. Me and Moss roll off.
4.
4.
Fuck. Okay.
Right?
Keep it going.
I'm gonna go in my cup.
3.
5. All right.
Okay.
So it goes Videojames, then me, then Moss. For this first round, Videojames, you have 10 faith to spend. But what's a god to do? Let me read off. James takes a look and figures out what they want to do. Not much has changed besides the new syncretism rules, I think. Declare a new domain. This can only happen when you roll all 6s on an action. You can choose a new prophet for 3 faith. This may cause a schism, and we'll get into that. You can ordain a commandment, which costs 5 faith. You can perform a minor miracle, which costs 2 faith. Perform a major miracle that costs 5 faith. And is that a major roll past something? Oh, that's syncretism is under the choose new prophet thing. So your options are choose a new prophet, ordain a commandment, a minor miracle, or a major miracle. At this juncture.
Okay. I also have an ability myself that I.
Yeah, if you're playing the Trickster God, your goals are mess with the plans of both Sage and Malevolent Gods, and make the GM laugh. In this case, that would be Mosscreature because they're the only other god playing, and your ability Divine Trickery before rolling a major or minor or major miracle or the GM rolls for a possible schism. Instead of adding faith, you can steal up to 3 faith from other gods. This faith can be stockpiled or help turn your die into a 6 after a roll. Example, steal 1 faith from one god and 2 faith for another, or all 3 from a single god.
Okay, so say if I wanted to perform a miracle here,
right?
I could technically just before everything steal faith to ensure that it succeeds.
Yeah, so you can steal up to 3 points of faith from Moss before you do a major or minor miracle. And I didn't even put a round restriction on this, so if we get back to you during this round, you can steal again.
Didn't do it again. Just make it so that Moss has no faith.
That would suck.
Would be mean.
Yeah, that would be very mean, but you are a tyrannical god. So.
We don't know yet.
In a bad way.
Maybe in future
I think
iterations of the game, we keep the god archetypes secret.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, if I started pulling abilities off in the first round, it would probably be pretty obvious anyway. But I think that ability should be capped. There should be something. Maybe once per round, because stealing 3 faith when we only have 10 means that she only gets 7 to play with.
Yeah.
If I were to do that,
once per round.
Yeah.
On here.
Because they would be one of those things where, especially if I can bank them, it means that I could technically just every round take all the faith you have, as long as I get to keep the round going.
Right.
Listen, we're not playing Magic here. We're playing Let's Be Gods. Not here to steal your cards.
Although Moss did have the option to make you go after her.
This is also true.
Uh-huh.
But I also could have taken all of your remaining faith in the next round.
Actually, no cap. We're not capping this. Actually, because the tyrannical god has that ability, I don't think we need. Yep. I don't think it's fair to cap, because next round, eventually the trickster god will run out of points to spend, and he will have done a lot of stuff. No, I guarantee you that. But the next round, the tyrannical god gets to choose the round order, and then they can go nuts.
Well, so that's what I'm saying, though, is that they have to have faith to do stuff on their turn.
Mm-hmm.
And if I take all of their faith, they only get so much replenished between rounds. So, I can limit how much Moss is actually allowed to do in the game by continuously stealing faith whenever I do something. Does that see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but
it's a strategy, but yeah.
You get base 10 faith at the top of every round as long as you have
right. But if I I could do minor miracles.
Uh-huh.
and it says like any major or minor miracle, I could steal 3 faith.
Yeah.
So I could spend 2, steal 3,
Right.
do another 2, spend 2, steal another 3.
Yeah.
And just keep taking it so that eventually, like, I could spend 6 faith and steal 9 faith.
Yeah.
So that she only has 1 faith to work with.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, like, I could, in theory, game this so that Moss has nothing to work with. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter even if she gets to go first, because eventually I will just steal everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, like, that's why the cap, like, per round might be a thing.
Yeah,
but we can play test it. We can. Yeah.
This is what this is.
How about
for,
we make the rule that we like have to move on from you so that I get a chance to do something, and then we come back around to do.
Yeah, you only get to do 1 minor miracle, and then we move on to the. We only get to perform 1 action, then we move on from you.
Okay.
And then we move on from you. And it's not like you're doing like. This is the round order. It specifically makes it that so that you can't just chain steal, like that. The players spend faith in order from highest to lowest score rolled after a god performs 1 action. Either of the 3 listed below, and all abilities are resolved, meaning you've stolen or done everything. The GM will narrate the effects on the world and then move on to the next god in the order, then looping back up to the first god if there's still faith left to spend, and that is all encompassed in 1 round. So you can perform multiple actions, but actions are done round robin, so you can't just perform an action and steal, perform an action and steal. You gotta perform an action and steal, wait for Moss and myself to do something, then after that you can perform an action and steal again, but Moss still gets to do stuff, and with...
That's what I'm saying is, like, I get to go first. Which would mean that I could spend 2, net 1 by stealing 3.
Yeah, and
Moss only gets 7.
Turn.
Moss only has 7 to spend then, because I stole 3.
Yeah.
The most that she can spend at once is 5, right? Major miracle or ordain the commandment with 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means that any round you can steal from me twice.
Yeah.
At most, yeah.
Because it would come back. You said it would come back to me so long as there is faith to spend.
Right. But
and which would come back to me.
Yeah.
She would have 2 remaining after spending at maximum 5.
Right.
And then I would steal the remaining 2, so she had no faith at the end of the round.
Right.
But I would also bank all of that, is what I'm saying. Like, she basically, I could do 2 actions per round, and she can only do 1. Right. And then when it banks again, I can spend as much as I want. That's all.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, but I don't see a problem with it.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. I'm just making sure that...
We'll see how it plays in practice.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes in practice.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm trying to make sure that this game is fun. I'm having fun with listen, I'm a trickster god with a focus on games.
Like it could get iffy depending on how cruel you want to be to me.
But I am the Rascal King.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do...
All your concerns are completely valid, but you also need to remember that she's playing the malevolent god, and so she's letting you go first.
Yeah.
This is true. Well, that's the thing, is that also, you know that I'm playing a trickster and can steal your faith, and you have to spend, 2 to go first? Like, to choose the round order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're immediately dropping yourself to 8.
So it's either 8 or 7. That's her choices.
Yeah. Of how you start the round, yeah.
It's 8 or 7. So anyway,
I'm just making sure. I think it would work better when it's not 2 people.
Yeah.
Because basically it only gives me one person to focus my ire on.
Low-key banking on Lissa being here to know where she is.
You can't choose the same person twice in a round?
That would make sense, but it's also one of those ones where I can pick from multiple people. So, like, I could skim one from you, one from Lissa, and one from somebody else. Or, like, 2 from you if you're being particularly heinous. Like, it's one of those things where I can choose where that comes from. It works better when there's more people to take from, so that I don't necessarily hyper-focus on one person and make sure that you have no actions to perform. That's all. I'm just trying to make it fun.
Yeah. Let's
Don't get me
play,
wrong.
let's-
I would love to be the supervillain here and just make it so you can't do anything. But it's also not good television.
Or maybe it's great. Who knows?
Who knows?
So I might cry.
Let's play it. Let's play it as written, and I'll make determinations after the fact.
Yeah, we'll play test it.
Yeah.
We'll see how this works. Okay,
That's what
so
this is.
What do I want to do?
I already know what I want to do.
I'm going to ordain a commandment.
All right. That's 5 faith. Should create a way of life, a celebration, or a ritual. At the start of each round, 1d4 based on the number of commandments. Add that to your faith pool. So, what's the Rascal King's commandment?
We are creating a way of life,
Heck
and
yeah.
that way of life is no one can tell you how to live yours.
Damn. All right. And what do you want to call this doctrine?
It's a good question. Gotta come up with a good word for it now. Why you gotta do this to me on the spot?
You could call it. Ooh, you could call it the first rule. You could call it the. You could call it the game plan. You could call it. You could call it. My number one. You could call it my. You could call it. You could call it Picardia Says. You could call it first rule of the Rascal King. You could call it a bunch of stuff.
I'm going to have these as what was
the Rascal King's code, Picardi's code.
The code of the Rascal King, Doctrine 1.
The code of the Rascal King.
The code of the Rascal King. Freedom, liberty. Code of the Rascal King, rule number 1.
Number 1.
Liberty.
Freedom.
Rule number 1. You are free.
You are free.
And that is 5 faith.
Which it is now Moss's turn.
No.
And net 3.
Oh, my turn. My bad.
Yes.
So I'm going to net 3 on that, so that I am going to. Well, not net 3. I'm going to gain 3.
You are free.
So I'm only spending 2 to do that.
The first rule of the Rascal King is etched on a shitty board and nailed to a great post in the center of what used to be the domain of the Orc King, but is now the Kingdom of Children. The great code of the Rascal King. Rule the first. You are free. This code opens the mind of the children, realizing that they are in fact free. They are in a strange, magical, mysterious land under the protection of a god that seems to love and care for their autonomy. They are free. There is nothing in this world that can stop them from doing what they want. So, what do they want to do? That's for them to find out. It is my turn. As I am the next one in the order, so I'm going to go ahead and roll on the cosmic table to determine a thing that might happen that the gods might have to deal with soon. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to keep that to myself for now. And I'm gonna roll a d6 for other reasons. Okay, next round then. Right. It is then your turn, Moss.
Yes, I would also like to ordain a commandment.
All right. A commandment unto the Sporbers. On a commandment unto the Sporbers. What is your doctrine called?
Rite of germination.
The right of germination.
Yes.
All right. Is this a list, or is the right of germination the commandment itself?
The rite of germination is the commandment itself.
I
It's a ritual festival celebration where everybody harvests mushrooms and then cultivates more.
Okay. The right of germination is okay.
Yeah, so they collect the fruiting bodies and then they spread spores as far as they can.
Mushroom festival. It's a mushroom festival. In the dense forests filled with the strange and fantastical mushrooms, the Sporebers engage in a yearly festival where they bring all of the fruiting bodies together and place them at the feet of the great statue of their ivory-eyed goddess. And they begin to dance a rhythmic dance that spins their tiny bodies so violently that a great updraft is created, sending spores right up into the sky that spread throughout the forest, spreading the mushroom spores far and wide, expanding the mycelium network that the Sporebers use to get more mushrooms for their food and for various other purposes. This is what they do in the forest. This is fun. I like it. This is cute. Little mushroom guys.
Yes.
Little mushroom guys. And that brings us back to Videojames. Moss and James, what are your faith totals at this point?
8.
8. And Moss?
Yeah. 5.
5. No, it would be 2 because James stole 3 from you.
I stole 3. I stole 3 from you, so you're down to 2.
Then you did 5. Now you're down to 2.
Okay, I thought that was when you did minor miracles.
No, no.
Either or.
Yeah, because like you rolled a d4 of faith for your commandment. I thought that's what the 3 was.
No. That was the cosmic table. That's a me thing, not a him thing.
No.
Oh wait, no, I can't steal from you this round because I did a commandment, and it says before rolling a minor or major miracle.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yep. Okay. So I am going to.
I am correct.
You are correct.
You are correct.
It is only miracles, not commandments.
So let me get this straight. Your commandment, commandment that you put out was that they have the right to spread spores.
Yes. It's basically an infinite food hat.
Okay.
All are one in the mycelium.
So, our gods are 5 and 5, and James, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Minor miracle doesn't seem to be what I want to do right now.
Yeah, I think this rule feels more fair now that, like, you won't always be performing miracles.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta think about that one.
Mm-hmm. You've taken so long. I planned out my entire turn.
This is what happens when you give a tyrannical god time.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
Something
another
calls it.
commandment.
Another commandment.
Yeah, rule number 2 of the Code of the Rascal King.
Of the Code of the Rascal King.
No one can make you not free.
Nobody can make you not free. The children from another world that make their home here in this fantastical world.
I basically made like the Kokiri.
The
from
Kokiri.
Zelda.
Yeah. They are, according to their god, free from all rule of law. The civilization of tribal bunny folk try to bring them under their fold, but they say no. Our god says that no one can make us not free. There is a race of treants that try to keep the children from tying things to their branches, like bells, and drawing crude things upon their bark. But when they politely ask them to stop, the children say, "No! Our God says that we cannot be made unfree. We are free," which is the first rule of the Rascal King. The second is, no one can make us not free. No one can tell us not to draw a dick on your bark, Mr. Tree Man. And so, these children become less and less behaved.
That tree's got wood.
The tree's got wood. Which I'm gonna pass my turn because I've already rolled this round and I don't want to roll again.
So they're less Kokiri and more Skull Kids.
A little bit more Skull Kitty, yeah. And that brings us back to Iridus's turn. Iridus of the Ivory Eye. Iridus of the Ivory Eye.
Okay, so I had planned for having just 2 faith, and I'm gonna perform a minor miracle.
What is this minor miracle?
I want to sprout a specific mushroom to include in the ritual. That when you
is creating something.
Oh, would that be major?
Yep.
Okay. Which I am capable of anyway.
Yes!
So let's just go with that.
Alright, you're gonna roll your 3d6 against my 3d6. Where is that d6 that fell? On the ground. There we go. Roll 3d6 against the GM to spontaneously create a person, place, or thing for a divine purpose. So you are creating a divine mushroom. Your chosen mushroom. That's 4, 4, and 3 for a total of 8, 9, 10, 11.
It didn't really matter as soon as you said the other 4, because I was 4, 1, and 1.
4, 1, and 1. That's 11 versus
6.
6. So that is failing by 5 or more. So instead of creating a holy mushroom, you create an unholy mushroom by accident.
An unholy. Oh God, no.
During one of your one of the first miracle mushroom rituals, one of your followers accidentally trips and falls and spills their blood upon the altar. This displeases you greatly. As your fury is unleashed, your normal mortal eyes open and spill with black ichor, covering the mushrooms, and in its wake leave a single black cap, pulsating with malice and evil intent. You have created a malicious berserker mushroom. When anyone consumes this mushroom, they are possessed of a dangerous, powerful spirit that seeks naught but destruction and chaos. The black berserker mushroom is created on accident by your followers.
It's so funny because all I can think of is that there's a mod for Mario 64 called the Green Demon.
Yeah!
And it's a one-up mushroom that chases you the entire time you're playing, and if it touches you, you die.
Oh.
So you have to complete the game while a one-up mushroom chases you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Evil mushroom that makes you destroy everything around you. So, yeah, this is I added some more specificity to making rolls like this and how failure also leaves impacts on the world. You still created something, it's just the opposite of what you wanted.
Yes.
And that everyone has no longer any faith?
Correct.
Alright. Okay, so each of you created commandments. There are 2 commandments for the Rascal King and 1 commandment for the Ivory Eye. So for each commandment that you have, you roll 1d4, and that value is added to the 10 faith you gain at the top of the round.
So I can do, since I have 2 commandments, I can
You
roll
roll
2d4.
2d4, and then Moss, you roll 1. You also did, Moss, you did a major miracle, but you did fail, but on a failure of a major miracle, you gain 2 faith at the start of the next round.
So I have a total of 15.
How much faith what did you roll on the d4?
3.
3 plus the 2, yep, 15. Faith at the top of the round, and how much faith do you have, Moss? Videojames?
Let's see. A 3 and a 4. So I'm gonna top of the round we get 10, right?
Yeah,
so
top of the round you get
to start.
17 faith. Which is now the top of the next round, which means Moss has the ability to activate her divine order if she should choose to, spending 2 faith to determine the turn order.
I'm just making sure James goes last, so I'm using 1.
Oh, okay. So that means it's just you and me rolling for initiative.
Yes. Which I am fine with.
So you spend 1 faith.
I'm also going to let you know that as a trickster god, you probably don't want me to go last. Because I'm going to be completely reactionary to your rules then.
I don't care.
Which is perfect for a trickster god. Oh, wait, why am I rolling 2 dice? I only need to be rolling 1 dice. Me and Moss are rolling 2d6, 1d6 each to determine turn order. I am rolling a 4.
I got a 6.
Alright, Moss is determining the turn order, and she is going before me, and then Moss, I assume you're having James go after me.
Yes.
Alright. Moss, with your 14 remaining faith, how would you like to make your first move?
This profanity must be fixed.
This profanity must be fixed. So, are you? What are you trying to? Okay, what is the action that you're taking?
I'm going to perform a major miracle to, sacrifice those mushrooms to turn them into the divine mushroom.
Okay, so that's gonna
a purification ritual. Okay, let's purify it with.
This is a major miracle you're doing?
A major miracle. My faith.
Purify it with fire.
Purify it with fire. All right. If your domain is applicable, your domain being emotion. And this
makes me very emotional.
This is this is a mushroom that makes your emotions go wild. So I do think your domain does apply. I will grant you +3 for this roll because it is applicable, but we still both are rolling 3d6s. You just get to add 3 to yours.
Okay.
Right. I got 10 here.
13.
13.
Cool.
All right. Describe the purification ritual. Or is the okay? So yeah. So because you let's see. I rolled 10. You rolled how much?
13.
13. Okay, so it does what you want. So if you want to purify, I'm gonna say you can't purify all of the evil mushrooms. But
no, I want to they harvest a bunch of them,
Gotcha.
present it to the altar in front of the statue, and then light it on fire, and then the spores spread and create the holy mushroom on the statue.
Okay, but the evil mushroom still does exist out there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like they'll never be able to completely harvest all of them.
Right.
And they probably do get whipped up in the spore storm during the rite of germination.
Right.
So that does not help.
We create the white. What do you want to call this white mushroom? We have the black berserker mushroom and the white blank mushroom.
Let's go ivory cap.
The white ivory cap.
Yes.
And let's see, it's a good mushroom. It's a good mushroom that heals all injuries and restores sanity. That heals injuries and restores sanity. The Spore Society finds much use for this mushroom, finding it to be the perfect end to a long and stressful day, not only because it seems to rejuvenate their bodies, but relax their mind after a long day of potentially dodging predators, like the hideous two-faced cat, or the venomous pit vipers of the forest. But the white ivory cap has become a sort of symbol of the ivory eye, as many of the ivory cap sprout on the 10-foot tall statue in the middle of Sporber Society. It is my turn, and in this age, a great ascension happens. The stars align, and cosmic energy flows through the planet, and each god gains 5 faith.
Ow.
I was racing my number, but I gained it back. Okay.
Each god gains 5 faith. Videojames, it's your turn.
Okay, so you made a mushroom that calms people's emotions with its spores?
Yes. Well, when you eat it.
When you eat it. Okay. I am going to do a major miracle on your mushroom.
You're gonna steal the mushroom. Okay.
So, let me cast. I'm just gonna get my numbers right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Major
also
miracle.
the one that makes you go crazy, which...
Just the berserker mushroom, and then there's the ivory cap.
Yeah.
I think the one that makes you go crazy is funny.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna leave that one be.
We've created god-based chemical warfare.
I am going to. I'm torn between something that's really dumb and funny and something that's like really philosophical and funny.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pose. I'm gonna pose this to the
dilemma,
GM.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a god dilemma, right?
Right.
Especially a trickster god dilemma. So the options I have are the philosophical one will go first. Is that if one were to eat the spores, and that's supposed to calm your emotions, it instead basically like introduces choice. So like that the person can, instead of like calming their emotions, they have the option to just do whatever they want, and like they could wander away from their settlement.
So you want
like
to change it from nicotine to ecstasy?
Yeah, not so much ecstasy, but like it's like a mental chain breaker. Basically, it's something that's going to open up their mind to other
from nicotine
possibilities.
to cannabis. Got it.
Yeah. Yep. So the other one is, if you eat the spores, you are forced to play Simon Says for everything that you do.
That's actually really funny.
So it's like, if you are trying to give a commandment, your god has to say Simon Says this is the commandment.
Well, no, wait, no. So what you would be able to do is pervert the condition of the mushroom, making you susceptible to the command phrase Simon Says.
Yes, correct.
So that if you ingest the mushroom, you must participate in Simon Says.
You must participate in Simon Says.
Okay, so you
So
want to do
I think that's the better one because it's like the original one was supposed to be like if you said you don't like that.
I said I do like that.
Okay. The other one was supposed to be like basically making all of your followers independent and like have the option to question you. This one is they can't question anything that Simon says.
All right.
So we're gonna go major miracle.
Yeah, 5. It's 5 faith for a major miracle. As a trickster god, you can steal up to 3 faith from.
I'm gonna steal 3 faith from you, so that major miracle only
eye.
cost me 2.
Okay, and so your intention for this major miracle is that you pervert the mushroom so that whoever eats it, instead of gaining sanity, is calmer but must comply with Simon Says.
Must comply with Simon Says.
All right. I do believe this does fall underneath your domain of. Actually, no, this doesn't comply with your domain of freedom because you're actively taking someone's freedom away. So you're not going to add any pluses to your roll, and so we're both going to roll 3d6. We're gonna roll 3d6 straight against each other.
Me and you.
Me and you. Yep.
Okay.
Me and you, big boy.
I only have 2 on hand, so we're gonna do 2 at a time. A 5, a 2, and a 5. So 12.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You succeed by less than 5, so it happens just as you decree. Once upon a time, while the Rascal King was on a sort of leisurely stroll, skipping and frolicking, dancing along the fallen tree logs, he falls and finds one of the Ivory Eye's sacred mushrooms. It was a big mushroom, a cap the size of the Rascal King's head itself. What does the Rascal King do to this mushroom?
Oh boy, you're a big fella. You want to play a game?
The mushroom inexplicably turns to the Rascal King, compelled by the god's domain to be freed to see the Rascal King and acknowledge the Rascal King's presence. It had never done that before, and the very act seems to confuse the mushroom, an act it had never done before. A mushroom has never been confused before, but now this one is now witnessing. Oh god, this mushroom is having a bad time.
It's all good. You ever heard of Simon Says?
No, I haven't, says the mushroom, having never spoken before once in his life, and was amazed to find that its thoughts, the first thoughts it had ever had, did appear to carry through the air to the young god's ears.
I like the idea that I'm still following the freedom thing by giving your inanimate mushroom individuality.
Yeah.
But now the commandment comes from I'm teaching it a game that it likes too much.
No, I fuck with this.
Yeah.
Good.
So, anyway, here's the rules. I say something, you perform the action. However, if I don't say Simon Says before I do it, then you don't have to do it. And if you do it and I don't say Simon Says, then you lose. But if you do it and I say Simon Says, then the game keeps going. Make sense?
The mushroom shakes its cap.
So, let's play. And I force the mushroom to learn the game Simon Says.
From then on, there are strains of there's a different strain of the Ivory Eye that appear to have 2 round the instances of the Ivory Eye that have what appear to be 2 drawn-on eyes in Sharpie. If you eat those mushrooms, you are compelled to play the game Simon Says, regardless of who is giving the commands. The Rascal King gave some of these mushrooms
What do you want to call them? I have a couple of ideas.
The game Simon
by all
Says.
means, I don't think the Rascal King would name something. Yeah.
Okay.
You get to choose the name. Like the mushroom gets to choose the name.
So like I imagined
freedom of choice, baby.
The color being kind of like a destroying angel, but I want to call it like the curious angel.
The curious.
Or something. I was also thinking Simon's Angels.
Angel.
Could be another one.
The Ivory Eye calls these variants.
I like the idea too that like you don't get the effects of the calming unless like,
you participate.
Unless you participate.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Everyone's got to. They have
distress until you comply with Simon says.
It just you have to follow the rules.
Curious
you got to follow. Yeah.
Angels. The curious caps. Ooh, I like that actually.
Curious caps.
Curious caps. All right. White ivory cap. Good mushroom that heals injuries and restores sanity. The Rascal King gave some of these mushrooms the game Simon Says. The Ivory Eye calls these versions the curious caps. And that is your major miracle. You spent 5 and then gained 3 back.
So I only spent 2.
Top of the round, Moss's turn.
Curious caps.
Curious caps.
Curious caps.
Curious caps.
My goal here is to get you to play games. I'm going to force all of your stuff so that the tyrant has to play games with me.
Okay. I'm going to choose a new prophet.
You're going to choose a new prophet?
Yes.
Heck yeah, dude.
You didn't say Simon Says.
The GM is not a curious cap.
Right. Choose a new prophet. That costs 3 faith. You declare a leader, a new leader in your church. A DM rolls a d6 on a 3 or lower. The new prophet causes a schism in the church. While divided, all actions cost 1 additional faith per division or sect. You can add up to 3 faith to influence this rule in your favor. Spending 6 faith on a new prophet while there is a schism mends the church and returns faith costs back to normal. Gods cannot obtain commandments or receive faith from commandment rules or miracles without a living prophet. If your prophets are dead, another god can rule to steal your commandments and dominion in a syncretism. Alright, so if you would like to add 3 to my roll, you can spend 3 faith to add 3 to this roll in your favor. But I need to roll a 4 or higher in order to keep you from causing a schism within your church. Understood?
Yeah.
Do you want to spend 3?
So,
By spending 3, you automatically guarantee a success.
I want to spend 2.
2? All right.
Yeah.
So I add 2. So only on a 2. I'm sorry. Only if I roll a 1 would a schism in your church happen by only spending 2. All right.
Yeah.
Here we
You're
go.
rolling that. I just thought of something.
What's up?
I picked Simon Says because I thought it would be funny.
Uh-huh.
But now that I'm thinking about it, it is a freedom thing. It's forcing you to think about any orders that they receive, and they have to be thoughtful about not obeying every command that they receive. So, like, if you have a tyrannical god who has a bunch of rules and stuff about how to live your life, they have to think about those commands every time. So it's like discernment. Like, they have to kind of, like, think freely in order to play the game. I'm happy with that decision that I went with Simon Says. I know. I'm just really happy with it. I inadvertently fell into a really good game for this god.
All right, so I rolled a 4 for you. You added your 2,
Nice.
leading to a 6. So
I
you
could
have
have added
2
nothing.
prophets. You now have 2 prophets that seem to work in tandem for your church. What's the other prophet?
We'll
what's
call
their
them
title?
Chestnut.
Are they a high cap, or are they equal to Amanita Minute, or Or what's up?
They are the mushroom picker. They discern between the good and the bad mushrooms.
Mushroom Chad. Picker. Mushroom picker. You said chestnut?
Yes.
Is that chestnut or is chestnut one word? And do they have a last name? Do they need a last name?
It's chestnut.
It's chestnut of the nut family. Makes sense.
Young
Yes.
chestnut. This is before they learn time magic.
Before they learn time magic. All right. Yeah. So now your church has 2 prophets. Meaning, if the Rascal King decides to do something to kill one of your prophets, you will have 1 prophet still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number of prophets is like the HP of your church in a kind of way.
Yes. And my goal is to propagate, so I'll probably be adding more.
All right. I'm going to pass my turn because I don't want to roll on the cosmic table. I like where this is going, so I'm not going to add any more nonsense to it. You guys already have a lot of faith left to go, so we're going to go right on to Videojames.
How much faith do you have left?
6.
Okay. All right. So your new prophet was chosen to discern between good and bad mushrooms.
Yes.
I need the GM to decide whether this is a major or a minor miracle.
All right.
I want to challenge their certainty between good and bad by introducing the mushrooms to decide what is good and evil.
Huh?
So I'm basically making it so that the mushrooms kind of get to pick whether they're good or bad, and not the prophet.
Interesting. That...
Kind of like a freedom of thought for the mushrooms.
The mushrooms
so that the
are
prophet...
already divine beings. I think that would work as a minor miracle, because they are already a major miracle.
They are a major miracle. Well,
so it makes it so that like they can perceive more than good and bad. Like they can kind of like...
You're giving food the ability to determine whether or not it's going to work in favor of whoever's eating it?
Yeah.
You create...
Is this a minor or a major miracle?
I think... forgive me if I'm...
kind of like the Hulk, though.
Forgive me if you guys think I'm wrong, but I do think giving mushrooms
I don't care whether it is or not. It just depends on how much faith I have to spend on it. I have 20 faith left. So
giving mushrooms knowledge of good and evil is definitely going to be a major miracle.
Okay. Major miracle.
And you are giving the freedom of thought to mushrooms, so I will say you can add 3 to this.
Okay, 1 second. I'm typing out my miracle. Giving mushrooms the concept of good and evil.
That is your express intention. Now we got to roll to see if it happens.
Okay. And I'm stealing 3 from you, so you have 3 left.
I figured. Yeah.
My faith, major miracle, steal 3. So basically, I'm only spending 2, so I'm down to 18 after that.
Yes, sir.
All right, and I got to roll 3 again.
You roll 3d6 plus 3 because this is 100% your domain against my 3 rolled straight. That's going to be an 8 in total over here.
With my 3 plus 3 is, let's see, 4 plus 5 plus 3 is 9, 12, plus 3 is 15.
Yeah, 15 is greater than 5. So not only so it used to be like higgledy. So if you had not rolled plus 5 over, it was gonna be like a higgledy-piggledy. You kind of have to like curate your vibe for the mushrooms to do good by you. But now, because you rolled plus 5, you just give mushrooms straight up sentience. They are telepathic. Mushrooms can now telepathically communicate with you and let you know before you eat it what they think of you as a person.
I like to think that like the mushrooms kind of like, since you are an emotion-based god, they have their own emotions that they like to freely express.
So emotional.
super emotional, and it's like they're lonely, they're curious, they're also rascals. Some are harmless, some are not. Like they are just their own little, living in their own little worlds, and they have their own wants and needs. And it makes it very, very difficult for your prophet to figure out whether they're good or bad, because where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah. What is good and evil?
What is good and evil?
This mushroom's a little sad, but he doesn't make him a bad guy.
This is the tale of the time that... This is the tale of when Chestnut, High Cap of the Ivory Eye, encountered the very first Curious Cap. Once upon a time, Chestnut was gathering mushrooms. When they started to hear voices. He followed the voices deep into the forest, winding through mysterious logs and finding pathways that had not been found before by his kind. When he came upon a group of mushrooms, inexplicably talking to one another, telepathically and rhythmically glowing with the cadence of their conversation. They were having a discussion as to whether or not they would allow the Sporbur people to continue to eat them. Do either of you want to play Chestnut? Moss, it would make sense. This is one of your prophets if you wanted to play Chestnut.
Yeah.
I like to think that I am here, like that the Rascal King is here, like
Rascal King is like up in the trees, lounging
in
like
the trees,
a Cheshire
just
cat.
Yeah, like with like one of those big like grass straws coming out of his mouth, and just like leaning back in the tree, just
watching, listening.
Yep, having a blast.
Little did Chestnut know that the wily king of rascals was up in the treetops, also listening to the mushrooms' lively conversation, having just given these mushrooms the ability to think for themselves, and wanting to watch his handiwork firsthand.
He's chiming in. He's helping the conversation along, you know? They are brand new to this.
How does Chestnut go about this interaction? Moss?
Wow, I've never had a mushroom speak back when I spoke to it before.
We weren't talking to you. We were talking to each other. And the boy god up in the trees. Leave us alone, you murderer.
Murderer?
You eat our kind. Our kind is there in your very backpack.
Are you made of mushrooms?
That is the Rascal King speaking to you, Chestnut. Yes.
Am I made of mushrooms?
Yeah, you made of mushrooms? Is it technically cannibalism if you're eating them?
Well, everything.
It's not answering the question.
All of the mycelium are one. So,
you're not one of us. You're one of those strange little
self-cannibalism
frog things. You're not made of what we're made of. Our mushroom flesh is different than yours, softer than yours, and you have strange hard things at your center. We cannot relate to you, strange one.
Huh. Got racist real quick.
You don't accept us as one of your own? We were told that we would be provided for if we provided for the mycelium. We have cultivated this great mat under the forest for all of your kind to cultivate themselves.
One of the older mushrooms in the back pipes up. Yes, the young elf speaks true. I remember the very first ceremonies in the old times when I was brought before the great statue of our goddess. And yes, the great mat was expanded by these great creatures. We do owe them a great debt. And yet they still eat and devour us. This is true. But remember, we are one great big organism with many sprouting buds, our many heads. Should we lose one is no great sacrifice. This mushroom sprouts 5 identical heads that speak in unison. For when one head disappears, many others may sprout in its place. It is a small sacrifice for us that we may meet the needs of these elven people. They take good care of us. We should be grateful. Perhaps the old cap speaks true. And on that day, the spore bursts and the sentient mushrooms created a symbiotic relationship, such that in the beard hair and the head hair of many of the spore bursts, many speaking mushrooms will make homes and facilitate friendship and conversation with these small folk.
You're welcome. I gave you little friends.
Freaking whimsical.
Yeah, it's whimsical as hell.
It's whimsical as hell up in here, dude.
We're just up here being whimsical. Is this guy?
That was the Rascal King's turn, right?
Yeah, I did a major miracle to give the mushrooms the concept of like thought.
Give them free will, which it's right there in the name. You get +3 at the top of the next round for that.
Woo!
Moss, it is your turn. If you have any, you have how much faith left to spend this round?
I've got 3.
3. So you can do another, or you can do a minor miracle, or you can ordain a no prophet. A minor miracle, roll 2d6 against the GM to slightly manipulate probability in the lives of mortals. Example, create unforeseen meetings, place a MacGuffin in the right hands, or plant an idea in someone's mind. State the intended outcome before rolling. If you have a domain related to this action, the DM may grant you +2 faith at the start of the next round. Gain 1 faith at the start of next round if you fail. That's a minor miracle, because we haven't done one of those yet, and I might as well explain it to the audience.
Yeah, I'm thinking minor miracle.
How long does it look like that?
What?
Nothing. It's just the stream looked not as I thought it was going to look. It was looking different because I had the rules up in front of the screen. So I didn't know how long it looked the way that it did. And now I feel embarrassed.
Oh no.
Everything's fine forever.
I want to create a staff to kind of ordain the leader of, like, the speaker of the mushrooms.
Okay, that's creating something, which is expressly a major miracle.
No, like, it's just like a totem.
But you're still creating something out of nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says place a MacGuffin.
Well, yeah, the MacGuffin has to already exist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, MacGuffin's like knowing the Holy Grail exists. And it's like, okay, there's a thing that you can go chase.
Right.
But it exists in the world already. It's not spontaneously created.
Yeah. Creation, I gotta draw a hard line between major and minor miracles here.
Alright, so
Like
could I use the minor miracle to place in the minds of this, like, mycelial web that all are one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
now
you
let's
can do that.
do that.
It's not necessarily a divine commandment, but you kind of, it's not...
It's just kind of reaffirming the pact that was already made.
Yeah. A reaffirmation of the pact. Symbolized... Yeah, so it's... Yeah, so let's roll d6 about it. 2d6. It's 7 over here.
I only got 6.
If you want, you can add +2 to it. To yours. This is related to
I
your
only
game.
have 1 left to spend.
Okay, so at best you can tie with me. Which means you do succeed. You do succeed on a tie. And you succeed as intended.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So yeah, you with your minor miracle, you affirm this pact.
Oh, you grant +2. Oh, the start of next round. Okay.
Yeah, if you're. Yeah.
Man, I have so many ideas on how to mess with that.
Okay, so yeah, so this kind of just reaffirms what we've already established. We could have done, just granting free will is one thing, but making the pact between mushroom and mortal life, that is what your divinity is making concrete. Brokered peace. And it was by your divine coincidence, your minor miracle, that chestnut that happened upon that group of mushroom and brokered that peace. Retroactively making that thing that we did in improv your decision. Yeah. Is that good? Is that funny? Are we good?
Yes, I took
Sick.
your action and made it my action.
Yeah. Chestnut.
How tyrannical is
Yes.
that?
Who brokered peace between mushroom and mortal kind. Yes. There best be peace between mortals and what is essentially a mortal, infinitely learning connection of organisms that live underground. I'm gonna pass my turn again to the Rascal King.
Okay. I have a couple options here that I was working on. So let me get my last thought in here.
Mm-hmm.
What was the last one I want? Okay. That was what it was. Sorry, I had that on the tip of my tongue and I couldn't remember it. There was a very funny one. So I have, in terms to whisper behind your command, I have a couple options and I'm gonna put it to you guys to figure out which one is the funniest option.
Oh my god.
So the first one is you whisper, you put all are one as like a commandment, right? Like all are one with the mycelium. But it's followed up by the question why.
Why?
So everyone has to think about why they are one. That's not option number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is kind of like a mix between two ideas. One is all are one, but everyone is different. And the other one is all are connected, but none are owned.
Okay. What is the intended game action?
So I'm going to basically kind of like corrupt your commandment to be more free and more individualism.
Okay, so
the last option is the funniest one in my opinion, which is just forcing that commandment to be a game of telephone, where the further down the mycelium it gets, the more corrupted the message gets.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys pick which one is the funniest option.
Either way, this is definitely ordaining a commandment, which will cost you 5 faith, because there's no more faith to steal.
Yep, I have 18 left anyway, so I can spend whatever I want.
And this is added to the code of the Rascal King.
Rule number 3.
Rule number 3.
So I think if it's going to be a commandment and it's going to be a rule in the code of the Rascal King.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the telephone game. That's just a game. So if he's making it so that I think it's going to be that all are one and everyone is different.
All are one, everyone is different.
And it basically introduces, like, yeah, you guys are all one, like, you're all one within the mycelium, but you all have your own thoughts and wants and needs, and, like, no one can tell you, like, you are a community, but no one can tell you what to do.
This is a codified code of the Rascal King. but it also seems to be a reflection of the very nature of consciousness itself. The delineation of separate experiences leading to unique perspectives on reality. This being the third code of the Rascal King. All mushrooms understand that each instance of their own heads and each instance of their own minds is one in the same with all other versions of itself, but in and of itself maintain a unique record of their individual experiences that are shared amongst all other instances of itself, but is uniquely special to each instance in and of themselves. Meaning, there is a mushroom named Tom, and Tom has 50 heads. Each of Tom's 50 heads has a unique experience of being where each of the 50 heads of Tom are. Should one of the heads of Tom die, all of the other heads of Tom knows that the head of Tom that was all the way over there has died and been consumed, and they know who consumed it. They did not personally experience it, but they do have that record, as it is as a point of data in the record of Tom. It's in a record that goes past far, 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 far in the back. I
like the concept that this is like there is a forest, but there are many trees that make up the forest.
Trees,
So there is a mycelium, but there's many mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. We've created Awa.
We created Awa!
Yes.
We've improved our way to Awa!
Which I haven't seen the third movie yet.
I haven't seen the second.
I don't know what this is, so I haven't seen any of them. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's Avatar. Yeah. Mushrooms are like hive minds, kind of.
I'll be honest. The movie wasn't for me. It was Space Pocahontas.
You're not wrong.
I dug it.
I also digged it. I like science fiction.
Hey, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum.
I'm into freaky blue sex. Come on, dude. I'm into freaky blue tail sex. Let's go.
I like
it was good. It was okay.
Dystopias.
I like my adventure movies.
The ivory eye awakens to the feeling of her creations gaining sentience and personalities. This is fast. What is the ivory eye's opinion of the workings of this strange, mischievous god upon her creations?
There are many more minds to influence now. There are many more emotions. No, I wanted something that was like encompassing of like these are becoming like
people,
members of the faith just by proxy.
I've also given them the choice to not be a member of your faith.
Yeah.
In a very similar way that God created Adam and Eve and the devil corrupted them. The ivory eye created the mushrooms and the Rascal King corrupted them. By giving them knowledge of good and evil. The fucking Sporbers, I guess they have free will, so they can choose to not follow the ivory eye by the nature of them just being mortals. But they were not. There's no religious text stating who gave them that choice. There is religious text stating that the mushrooms were given this choice by the Rascal King, which is nuts. Love that.
You let me go last.
Ivory Eye has no points, and the Rascal King still does. I am at this juncture going to roll on the cosmic table. It is my turn again. Cool. And I'm gonna roll a d4 to determine in how long. All right. So it's gonna be a bit before that happens again. So yeah, Rascal King, you still have points to spend. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I'm going to do another major miracle, and I'm going to give your mushrooms legs.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable option.
That is that. Okay.
I'm giving them the option that they can walk around and do what they want.
You. I think in future iterations of the game, we just don't give you a starter race and have you build it from scratch like you're doing these mushrooms. Okay, so we each roll 3d6. You are giving them freedom of movement, so I will allow you to add 3 to your roll. There's no more points to steal, so you must spend all 5 of your own miracle, all 5 of your own faith, but you do add 3 points to your roll because this is part of your faith. Part of your domain, so I'm rolling my 3d6 straight.
I'm going to tell you right now, without the 3 bonus, I rolled a 15. Okay. So it's 18 total.
18 total.
5, 5, 5 on the die.
You did need that because that's a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Whew.
You did need that.
All right.
But you didn't succeed by over 5. So you straight up walking mushrooms now exist.
Yep. Have fun. See you guys later.
Mushrooms are hive minds, kind of. Mostly sedentary. But the trickster god gave some of them legs.
I gave the ones who wanted to explore the option to do so.
Once upon a time, the Rascal King was skipping, hopping, dancing his merry way through the forest, having completely abandoned his duties as god over the lost children of this world.
They're still there. He's just having fun.
He's just having fun, but he's not doing king shit. He's doing rascal shit.
He's doing rascal shit.
He's doing rascal shit, not king shit.
They're fine. They're fine. They can do whatever they want.
When he comes across a great wide river, and on the one bank, a mushroom poking its cap through the sand, and watching as the mushroom sprouts 2 little eye stalks, for which to perceive the world, and looks across the river, and the Rascal King feels longing. The mushroom wishes to cross the river, but simply does not know how. At least not without sending spores. But it doesn't want to send its children across the river. The mushroom itself wants to cross this river.
I love this little guy. Do you know what I like to think of here is that, yes, my followers tend to be like these like forest children, but he is a representative of all children with their wanderlust and like urge to learn and everything. So it's like, this is a mushroom kid, just a little guy.
Just a little guy. The Rascal King sees this little mushroom and feels its wanderlust, and then what does the Rascal King do in response to the longing of this little mushroom?
Where are you going?
Well, I made it all the way here, and I buried underground quite a long way. And then I came to this river, but I can't bury all the way under the river. And I don't want to wait to send my spores all the way across the river, because the spores will probably get wet and get washed away. But I want to cross that river, you see, but I don't know how. The Rascal King sees that it is a very shallow river. And he steps into the cool, refreshing stream, his little toes digging into the pebbles of the sediment beneath.
You just gotta hike up your shorts a little bit so your feet don't get wet. And as he does that, the mushroom can kind of like lift up the lower portion of his body. He's got little feet.
Okay, to clarify, the mushroom doesn't have hands.
Oh, now he does.
Hands and feet.
Okay, so
hands and feet.
And so he does like hike up the base of the mushroom, revealing 2 little stubby legs.
2 little stubby legs. He's just a little mushroom guy. I will warn you that your stream looks like it's gone to the other thing again.
Shoot.
So.
I don't know what combination of key presses I'm accidentally doing that makes that happen. No idea.
I got you. I got you,
I
buddy.
appreciate
It's all
you.
good. It's all good.
Legs and arms
Freedom of movement.
for use of
The ability.
use for exploration.
The ability to interact with their world.
Use for exploration. And so, it is said that you can find useful, helpful mushrooms with local knowledge all over this great, wide, whimsical world. Before we end, I know, I do want to get the Ivory Eye's opinion on the Rascal King's work for this action before we move on.
I would use my next turn to create another major miracle, and I would give them senses.
Okay.
I would give them the ability to enjoy and actually perceive the world that they're exploring. They can taste. They can feel the touch of the things around them. They can see the beauty in full color.
Okay. Too bad you don't have any faith.
Yeah.
Like
I said, I would have.
How much faith do you have left to spend there, dude?
I just spent another 5, so another 8 left to spend.
Another 8
God
left to spend.
damn.
All right.
Yeah.
How about I petition him to?
You want?
Okay, you have given my subjects the ability to roam, and now they need to experience.
Yeah.
If you're
Makes
so
sense.
keen, the Ivory Eye appears to the Rascal King on the riverbank after watching one of her little mushroom people gain locomotion and ford the stream. And the Ivory Eye petitions the Rascal King to grant grant the mushrooms all of the senses that mortals get. So much of this mythos is just for the mushrooms, and it's very little to do with the children or the elves.
There's mushroom children.
Mushroom kids.
And it was
kids.
for the benefit.
Hang on,
of
I have a response to you.
friends.
I have a response to you.
Response.
Okay.
You didn't say Simon Says.
I did. Is this a curious cap? Is this one a curious cap?
I didn't. He could be whatever he wants.
They have names because they're different shapes and colors.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, now I guess they can have many more names, and they can have different feelings about those.
Yeah, they could be whatever they want.
What do you do with your remaining faith there, James?
I am going to use... I have 8 left.
Mm-hmm.
I could do a minor miracle and a major miracle and only spend 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would do major miracle. I would grant the same concept of like curiosity and exploration to every child in the world.
Okay.
So that the whole world is...
Now, mind you, children come from another world. Or
it's like every adolescent, yeah.
Okay.
That has like a sentient thought. So like it includes the elves, it includes like my skull kids. Like they have the ability to...
You're claiming the drive of wanderlust and curiosity to yourself.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your 3d6. I will let you add +3 to this.
Okay. I have 3 and a 4, so that's 12 plus 3 is 15.
Yeah, you beat me by 5.
Okay.
You beat me by that's a 6, a 1, and a 1 over here.
Oof, oofers.
Oofers indeed. So because you beat me by 5, you get to add a little extra spice onto that. So you are claiming ownership over the feeling of wanderlust and curiosity yourself, and then in addition to that, what would you like? A little extra zest on top of that. Would you like? You could claim you could grant your blessing unto those who follow that instinct, and we could say that it is luck of those who wander. The luck of those who wander.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That like there is you are rewarded for following your hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Very Oda in that way.
Yeah. The One Piece is real.
The One Piece is real. Let's see. Claims ownership of Wanderlust. Wanderlust. And gives their blessing to travelers. Actually, it's about the same cost, but wouldn't this then technically be a commandment?
Yeah.
Right. I guess
it
it could just make it a commandment instead of a major miracle. It doesn't matter. It's the same cost.
Code number 4. A blessing to those who wander. Yeah. We'll call it Wanderlust. Wanderlust.
Wanderlust. Yep.
Wanderlust.
It's an A.
Yep.
Thank you. Wanderlust, the blessing of the Rascal King. The Rascal King.
And I would still technically have 3 left to spend.
Yeah.
What do I have left in the 3 category? Choose a new
miracle
prophet.
Or a new prophet, yeah. Right here at the end.
Did you want to make a profit of a mushroom?
Did you want to make a mushroom prophet?
Yeah, why not?
Alright. I mean, it doesn't really...
Have you ever heard of the song Wanderlust King by Gogol Bordello?
No.
Well, first off, you should. It's a very good song.
Let's see.
If you like gypsy rock.
I'm gonna roll a d6 for your new prophet. On a 3 or lower, the new prophet causes a schism within your church, which I guess doesn't really matter until we decide to pick this game up again and continue this world. But will be the final thing added to this new world and this new pantheon. The second prophet of the Rascal King, a mushroom. That does not cause a skirmish. I rolled a 5.
Nice.
And tell me about the selection process of this new mushroom prophet of the Rascal King.
I think it's that mushroom who I gave legs.
Okay.
The one on the banks. It was the first one with the urge to explore.
Do you give it a name?
No.
Oh.
He can name himself. Yeah.
What would he name himself then, I guess?
That's my turn. I guess that's my choice. Let's see. Big Sister Yo-Yo. We'll call him Big Brother. Big Brother Chanterelle.
Moral, Inoki, Maitake.
I'm gonna call him Big Brother Midas.
Okay.
It works.
Big Brother Midas. Big Brother Midas is a wandering strain of adventurous mushrooms. They are many. And you can usually find a Big Brother Midas at the beginnings of paths that lead into dangerous parts. They're usually there to give a warning about the kinds of creatures that you will encounter.
Oh my god, they're park rangers.
They're park rangers, Big Brother Midas.
They wear little bandanas and hats.
They're the little information stones in Legend of Zelda.
Their little caps are ranger hats. Like the
information hubs about where you're about to go.
Yeah, they're the NPCs of the world that tell you like what lies ahead.
I love this world that we've created, guys. Thank you guys so much for playtesting Once again, Let's Be God. This is version Alpha 4. Before we go, any gripes about the system as is?
Were you okay with how much I stole? Because it literally
rampage?
was
Yeah,
with my
you only-
rampage through your world. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think the Trickster God has a lot of power, and it works best in games where you have more than
people,
more than two.
I do think that if this was a limited game where you have 2 players and a GM, that the Trickster should be off limits. Because it's too.
But here's the thing. We do in this world live in a world governed by a tyrannical god and a trickster god. And what is the Bible? The Bible is mostly stories about the devil fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you, but in terms of fair gameplay for a tabletop game, I think that a trickster would be too overpowered to be able to just like in that last round. I siphoned off six faith from you, and you only had how many to start the round?
13, I think.
Yeah, so I siphoned off almost half of your faith before the round ended.
Okay, so the consensus is in games of fewer people, maybe the trickster god is off limits.
Yeah, or is limited. Maybe not 3 faith, but 1 faith.
Gotcha.
Because it would have made, instead of taking 6, I would have taken 2.
Okay, maybe I change the wording from up to 3 to 1 or maximum 2 faith per god.
I was going to say the number of faith that they can take is equal to the number of players, but capped from how much they can take from each one. So they can't just if there's 6 people playing, they can't just steal 6 from one person and truncate their turn.
Gotcha. So the number total that they can steal is the number of players, GM not inclusive.
Yeah, GM not inclusive.
But
so in this case, I'd be able to steal 1.
Steal from each player is capped at 2.
Yeah.
Or 3 in games of 4 or more.
Yeah.
4.
So that way.
Word it. I would advise
but there's
word
only
it
4 god
specifically.
archetypes, so.
But that makes sense then, because it means
you
they could
more gods during the game. You could use a major miracle to have someone ascend. And then you make more gods, which gives a trickster god more power and more gods to steal from.
Maybe I put that in. Maybe the ascension. So I did roll twice.
I would say
game.
not ascend to godhood, but ascend to demigodhood.
Demigodhood.
So that they are, because they're not. It's like a planeswalker in Magic, where it's you have a player.
I'm thinking
and
of it as
secondary.
the head god of a pantheon, and then all gods are lesser than them.
Yeah, I do. I like all those ideas. I like all of those ideas. All of those ideas are great. I'm gonna ruminate. One of the things on the cosmic tables is the stars align for a planet-wide ascension. That could be if later in the game I could specify that each god may choose to ascend a follower to godhood, a prophet to godhood. That could be something in the future as well. But then I'd have to think about turn order and all that, and how would we roll? How would we do it? Would we do 1d6 initiative per each god in your pantheon?
I would literally steal the.
Do each god have their own faith pool, or are they all pooled together in the pantheon? Is the faith pool per pantheon, or is it per god?
I would literally steal the planeswalker concept from Magic, where it's you have they come in with a certain number of loyalty. So in this case, this number of faith, and they can spend it as needed. Where they can gain 2 faith to do an ability, and then they can spend it for a major miracle. But if they run out of faith, that god dies.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Because that's how planeswalkers work, is they come in with a specific loyalty counter, and then they have a plus ability to do a thing, and then their big thing is usually a big minus ability to do a big thing. But they could make it so that they have to keep gaining faith in order to do their major miracle. But if they use it all at once with that, if they're they come in with like 5 loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
If their thing is 5 loyalty to do their ability, they get removed from the game.
I see.
That's how the planeswalkers work. So, like in this case, it's a demigod that you get to play because technically in Magic you are also a planeswalker,
Yeah.
and you're playing spells with your deck,
Yeah.
and you can play another character who is also a planeswalker, and they can also be targeted and stuff. So basically, it gives you like on your turn you can do one additional like minor action to build up to a like second major miracle that you can do based on their pool points.
Okay. Yeah.
If you have questions about how like the magic
definitely.
cards
I
work, you
don't
can feel
play
free
Magic
to
the
ask me.
Gathering.
Yeah.
I don't play Magic the Gathering. Alright, I
Yeah.
keep trying to play Magic the Gathering, but I run into obstacles like not having friends to play with and it being expensive.
Or not, as I said, not having money because that's my problem.
Not having money.
Magic is
Alright,
expensive.
let's be gods. Version Alpha 0.4 playtest. EP. What shall we call this? Do.
Cosmic mushrooms.
Mushroom dance. Mushroom.
Mushrooms.
Mush should do about nothing.
I like that because I'm a sucker for Shakespeare. Mush do about noting. What Patreon art poll suggestion do you got for me, Moss? What do you want to see? What do you want to see made?
Oh, it's like which one do I pick?
There's so many moments.
Yeah.
So many funny moments with the mushrooms. So many funny moments with the mushrooms. Mushroom. God.
Okay, I
Little
want
mushroom
someone picking up a
babies.
curious cap with the fucking marker doodled on eyes.
Curious cap. A curious cap. A curious cap. A curious cap. How do you spell curious?
Curious.
Oh, I was just missing an O. What do you got for me, big guy?
I am gonna go with I want to see Big Brother Midas as he's entering the water, like just kind of like picking up his little mushroom body
I figured you'd want that one.
with his little bandana and his ranger hat.
Big Brother Midas's first steps. Big Brother Midas's first steps.
The journey of 1,000. That was 1,000 miles starts with one step. Whatever the phrase.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins.
One small step for mushrooms.
Just one.
One giant leap for mushroom kind.
All right, the poll is live. I posted 2 Patreon arts today because I was behind, but now I am all caught up. We have Beam Me Up, My Love. And we have Shifra and Crane getting beamed up to the observatory deck in a warm embrace. And then we have Victor Balloon, Victor being lifted by the smell of a tantalizing pie with his butt up in the air. And everyone looking on in confusion.
Victor Balloon.
Victor Balloon.
I was thinking about how a wizard would be romantic, and the fact that like he had to use magical abilities in order to get her off the ground because he's not strong enough.
Right. Right. If you want to vote for this week's Patreon art, come on down to patreon.com/TCLTTRPG. That's patreon.com/TCLTTRPG to vote and support the show in that way by visiting the page and interacting with all the stuff. We got a bunch of cool stuff here. If you want to support the show, please consider signing up at the $5 level to become a Cosmic Library card holder. You get your very own uniquely numbered, customized Cosmic Library card designed by me. And you get access to a bunch of bonus content, like the post shows for our main series campaigns, and for Sherlock Holmes and a Vampire, The Death of Innocence, a game created by none other than the McElroy brothers, where we play about a man and with a banana in a very interesting place. And you get a bunch of cool stuff, a bunch of stuff that I've written, a bunch of art to look at, all fun, dandy, and cool for everyone to check out. But if you don't want to support the show in that way, you can always get some merch from our merch store. We have all sorts of stuff here at the Goon Stickers and Stuff store. The official Cosmic Library store, like the Wizards Crimes Don't Count sticker, the Let's Go Lesbians Pride sticker, the Don't F with the Wrench to Minch sticker, the Let's Embarrass Gideon sticker, which is a sticker with that Rufus is tied up in Shibari. We have the Mogging Rufus sticker. We have the Tell Milo I Hate Him sticker. We have Second Chance Chibis of all the Second Chance crew. We have the Cosmic Library logo as a sticker. We have the Are You a Cop sticker. And we have sweatshirts and mugs galore. But most importantly, we have a meme template sticker that is a carton of milk, 100% bitch milk, that poses a very important question. Have you seen this asshole?
Have you seen this asshole?
I was going to make a joke about how all are one with the art. Have you seen this asshole? But I don't want all assholes to be
You
one.
don't want all the assholes to be one asshole. That would be a big
Yeah.
bad asshole.
All assholes are one,
All
That sounds
assholes
but
like
are
a
one.
nightmare.
they're all different.
They're all different. Each asshole is special and different. I, of course, have been your God Magus, GoonTheUnending, Game Master for this evening's playtest. I have been joined by the Ivory Eye herself, a beautiful 10-foot tall elf that rules over 3 foot, maybe 4 foot tall elves on a good day. Mosscreature.
And also 3-foot tall mushroom people.
Also the mushrooms. And playing just a little rapscallion, just a little scrappy, little dirty little king. Playing the Rascal King has been none other than Videojames.
You didn't say Simon Says.
Nope,
Simon
I didn't
says,
have to say it once.
Simon says playing the Rascal King has been Videojames.
Thanks for playing. It's a great game.
And good night. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna end here. Hello everyone and welcome to the show. I'm here with none other than Mosscreature, and we're gonna be talking about what is the best dice shape what is the best dice shape for putting inside of your mouth.
Inside of your mouth.
Putting dice in your mouth is a time-honored tradition amongst TTRPG players, and I have this one that is about the size of a golf ball. I'm not gonna put that in my mouth just yet, because that's starting right at D20, and we should probably build up to the D20 just a little bit. So first, we're gonna start with probably the worst entry on this list, the D4.
Very pointy. Immediately, I'm thinking this will feel sharp, even if they're not sharp.
Right. As the name implies, a D4 has 4 points, which makes it different from all the other dice shapes because it's not a flat surface that determines the number that you roll, but rather the point of the pyramid that reaches the heavens to determine what is the value of the roll. So I'm going to put this D4 in my mouth. And then I'm going to root around and see how many other D4s I can put inside my mouth. And then we'll give an honest review, all right? Let's go.
Okay.
1 D4 is a little cumbersome. Not going to lie. Not great.
There's no comfortable way to have it sit. Either it's poking into your tongue or the roof of your mouth.
2 D4, massive improvement. Because what you essentially have, if you orient the dice correctly, is a D8. Or a really wonky D6.
Are you really gonna put more of them in your mouth?
I'm gonna put more in my mouth. I'm gonna find another D4 to put inside of my mouth. Kids, don't try this at home. This is the Fluffy Bunny challenge, but like 5 times worse. Do I really have do I not have more D4s? There we go. D4 number 3 going in. back to being terrible, back to just being awful. A bad sensory experience. Let's see if another D4 will even it out, make it better. No. This is an unholy shape. My mouth is encompassing what can only be described as an eldritch abomination. An unholy shape that defies all comfort as I add more D4s to my mouth. This is probably the dumbest idea I have ever had. I've lost count. That's how bad it is. I've lost count of the number of D4s. Where the hell is Litha?
I have no idea.
Where the actual hell is Litha? I have an unspeakable number of D4s in my mouth.
What is happening here?
We are reviewing
I'm
the
putting
dice
another
in
D4 inside of my mouth.
This seems like a bad idea.
He's passing on very quickly to how much thought I put into this. No, this is a special D4. It's a special D4 because this is the one from the One Ring set. That is a diamond shape, which makes it different from the other D4s.
Oh, I do like that shape.
As we discussed, a D4 is special because it's the point that tells you the dice. But this is a D4 that functions like the rest of the dice world, with the faces and the enclosed ring.
This is some crazy, weird content happening on the stream right now.
I can only describe this as nice torturous. The only thing standing between me and what I can only imagine is the most uncomfortable throat clog of my life is my tongue holding on for dear life. So I think let's go ahead and give my tongue a break. Ah. I have tortured those dice. Next we have the D6. The D6 is the classic. Okay, I don't know what to do with only two people. I guess we could play if Alyssa doesn't show up, we could playtest the new Let's Be Gods. I could let you guys pick two archetypes to play into. So what we could have, so the new update for Let's Be Gods adds a new archetype, the Tyrannical God, which part of their whole shtick is they get to pick turn order. For the other gods of turns. So if you're interested in doing that, we could do that. So I could let you each get two god archetypes and play them both at the same time. Or if you guys feel particularly murder happy, we could start with one and then eventually get through the god archetypes by the various gods dying and such. Or I mean, it's really up to you guys. I'm down to run whatever.
I'm cool with just one god, especially if I'm set on being tyrannical.
Do you want to be the tyrannical guy?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept. I also found my unique D4, which has the number on the bottom instead of the top.
What? That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's very
and
weird.
Then, like, the other sides have, like, a 1, 2, and 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an uncomfortable D4. I don't like looking at it.
I think I picked this one out of like a bowl of just random dice.
Tell the D4 I hate it.
No, you're okay. I love you.
I hate you so much.
I hate you with the passions.
It did roll.
You are a flawed
during
creation in God's eye.
Yeah. It is in the bag of dice that rolled low for me during my dice test, so I don't really use it.
So,
Do Let's Be Gods number 3 for me, according to my notes.
Yeah.
It's
the version alpha 0.4 is in the TTRPG voice chat.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Wonderful.
A cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee, yeah.
Thank you.
Cup of coffee brought to you by my beautiful wife, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My beautiful
She's the light of my life,
yeah. I respect her, yeah.
It's like,
And don't worry, viewers, if you stick around to the end of the video, I will put this golf ball sized D20 in my mouth eventually.
What tier of Patreon do we have to be to not see it?
All right.